back to another flight attendant video. My name is Will and I am based in Orlando. Today we're going on a little adventure to Miami because I have to expedite my passport. As flight attendants, we are required to have a valid passport with us at all times because we can literally be sent anywhere. We can divert to any country. So we have to have a valid passport. I'm gonna take you on the Brightline experience today, show you all about it. My train is at 5:25, it is currently 5:02. One of the things that I like most about Brightline is that it's super convenient because there aren't really liquid restrictions or food restrictions or any of those restrictions. You also don't have to deal with IDs or anything. Let's make our way to security and see what Brightline has to offer. Some coffee, and I also made my own sandwich. These people don't know that I'm a flight attendant. I'm always ready with the essentials and to save some money too. So I made a breakfast sandwich this morning. That was perfect.
Buenos días, pasajeros de Brightline. Actualmente estamos abordando el tren de las 5:25 am con destino a Miami con paradas en Los Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale y Aventura en la vía 1.
Good morning. For your convenience, guests traveling in coaches 2, 3, 4, and 5 can now order food and beverage directly to your seat by scanning the QR code located at your seat back.
We have made it to Miami. The total train ride was 3 hours and 30 minutes. That was plenty of time for me to edit a vlog, and really that's it. That's all I did. The entire time I edited my vlog, drank a little bit of my coffee. Right now I have to start making my way to the passport agency to make sure that I'm there on time. I don't want to miss my appointment, and hopefully we get this passport. You guys know that I love walking, so I could Uber to the office, but it's only a 20-minute walk. So that's what I'm doing right now. I think I'm walking towards the right direction. I hope. We'll find out in about 20 minutes. Just got out of the passport agency. I was able to pay for it, submit my application, and I got my receipt to go back at 1 p.m. to pick up my passport. And then after that, I should be done. I just stopped at a brunch place to get some brunch. And I sat there for about 10 minutes. Nobody took my order. The server that was supposed to be my server walked by me like 3 times, took other people's orders, walked back, and I'm like, so I got up and left. Because if there's something that I can't stand, it's being ignored. When you're clearly looking at me and you made eye contact with me at least 5 times. No, so I got up and I gave the menu to my server, and he's looking at me like all confused, and I was like, thank you so much, appreciate it, great service, and I walked away. Like, what the heck, bro? Anyway, let's see if I can find food somewhere else. Just finished lunch and I am sitting right in front of the Opera House, just waiting until it's 1 o'clock so that I can go pick up my passport. I was thinking about doing some sort of activity in between, you know, having lunch and picking up my passport, but I spent a bunch of time in there because I actually really like the place. But then I was thinking about doing something after picking up my passport, but I don't know how much time I'm going to have. So I think I'm just gonna head back to the Brightline station and then just wait there until it's time for me to catch my train at 5:45 or 5:20. $5.25, one of the two, back to Orlando. Also guys, I want to share my experience with Brightline, because if you are thinking about taking a day trip to Miami for whatever reason, or any of the other stops like West Palm, Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Aventura, there are a few things that you should know, and that is that usually on Tuesdays, Brightline sends discount codes for Travel Tuesday. That's how I was able to snag this round trip adventure for $48. Although I do get discounts with my airline, so it was a little extra discount code in there, but it was buy one, get one free. And like I said, altogether I ended up paying $48 with taxes included. And one of the biggest things that I like about the Brightline train is, number one, the seats does recline. You do have a power outlet right next to your seat under your armrest. You also have one underneath the seat in front of you, in between both seats. You also have a big tray table, which is perfect. I was editing this morning and I was so comfortable the whole time. If you don't want to open the big one, you have the smaller one so you can put your phone. And the best thing that they have right now is that you can order food or drinks from your seat, scanning the QR code. And overall, I think Brightline is a great experience. This is probably like my 4th time taking the Brightline. I've taken them for cruises before, and also last year when I traveled to my Europe trip. I am going to start making my way to the office in a little bit. I'm probably like 15 minutes away. It is currently 12:40. From what I read in the receipt, they won't allow you in until the time that your receipt has, and mine has 1 p.m. So yeah, I am going to see you when I have my new passport. All right guys, so I am here at Joe on the Juice of Joe, like I like to call it. And guess what? We have a new passport. I am so excited that I have my hands in this thing, because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried. I was like, what happens if, I don't know, something, whatever. Because I had to wait maybe like 40 minutes, and I don't think I actually talked to you guys about the entire process and like what you actually need to renew your passport. If you need to do it the same day, you have to go to a passport agency to do it. You can't mail your passport, you can't do it over the phone or online. You have to go into a office, and the only way that you can get into an office is booking an appointment. And in order to book the appointment, you have to be traveling within 2 weeks to be able to go in and do the same day passport renewal. Once you do have the appointment, what you need is the application, you need the photos, or the 2x2 photos, you need your old passport, and what else? Proof of travel. I need proof of travel. I did have a letter from my company that I used as a supplement so that I could get it expedited. And then there's something else. Oh, pay the fee. It's $130 for the passport renewal, but if you do the same day, it's an additional $60. So the total was $190 to do this, but it worked out, and I'm okay with that because I really needed to get my hands in this thing ASAP. Let me put it away though. Now I am here at the Brightline station. It is currently, let's see, almost 3 p.m. My train is at 5:45, so I do have a little bit of time. I looked in to see if I could make any changes or pay additional fees to get into an earlier train, but I think I'm just gonna wait. I am drinking a coffee, I have my water. We're just gonna chill here until it's time to head back home to Orlando. An entire day later, which is really the same day, probably like 14 hours, made it back to Orlando, successfully got my passport, and now we're good for the next 10 years. I am so excited for all the travel that I'm going to be doing in 2025. Now it is time to head home and just go to bed because I've been up since super early. And you guys know that I got back from that 2-day trip yesterday, so not a lot of sleep, and I didn't sleep on the train. I was actually watching a movie, ordered some beers, and it was a nice experience. If you enjoyed coming to Miami with me to renew my passport, go ahead and smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm going to see you next time for another adventure. Take care.